Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classics plus Non-Classics. This is episode number 963 and Doubleshot number 857. Two Red Hood trades. Okay? First up, it is Red Hood and the Outlaws, Volume 6, The Lost and Found. This collects issues 32-34 of Red Hood and the Outlaws Volume 1 and the annual. Yeah, this is the storyline where Scott that returns to the series and stays with the series up until currently. Now, the artists on here are R.B. Silva, Tom Durek, Paulo Sorica, Jack Herbert, Rafael Salvador, Corey Smith, Benicio Cavazit, Weldon Wong, Wayne Fletcher, and Jorge Torruquia. The cover art here is done by Ed Baines and Pete Penazes. I forgot to mention in the last review that they actually at one point go to the former headquarters of the Blackhawks. Yes, those of you who the Blackhawks, I think I did a review of them a while ago. Yeah, it's you have to look at my YouTube channel. You look up here, just type in the Blackhawks search bar, and hopefully you'll if you're typing with your phone, just type in Nick Lenz's Comic Corner and type in the Blackhawks, and you'll find my review for it. It was actually probably the only one of the first wave tales I actually was disappointed with. It had great artwork. It's just that the series was kind of disappointing. That the series itself was trying way too hard to be a ripoff of G.I. Joe. The leader of the group, Andrew, I don't remember his last name. I think it's Andrew Lincoln, I think his name is. He was trying way too hard to be like Duke. And Lady Blackhawk, which she was probably the only character associated with the Blackhawks, with an eye patch. She kind of reminds me of I don't think Lady J. I don't remember there was a character. I don't remember which character from Joe's. There was a woman that actually had an eye patch, but the book itself was trying a little too hard to be like G.I. Joe in a way. Yeah, and the fact that throughout every single issue, their base was frequently attacked, and the book felt very disconnected from DC Universe. I mean, there was a reference to Superman in one issue, but the book itself didn't feel like it was part of the DC Universe. Somehow, the Outlaws somehow found the place in ruins. Not the first time they did this, where they go back to a place that has been since abandoned. They actually do something very recently in the current book, where they visit a place that Liddell was last seen the storyline Liddell did. And though Liddell didn't do Blackhawks, I don't know who did Blackhawks, but it wasn't Liddell. Yeah, these issues pretty much just have the Outlaws deal with them take on it's basically with these issues with the appearance by them, it's basically telling a bit of a backstory. Like first, there's one other book in here that's Secret Origins number 5, where it tells the origin story of Starfire, which is mostly the same, except that she volunteered to put in slavery, so she was forced into it. Yeah. And as for Jason Todd's, it's a story that kind of told for Buff and their point of view. Yeah. That's simply put what this origin story is. Not the first time that Liddell is an origin story for a character, and it's pretty much the same story, except told a little differently. I think the wording is slightly different. Yeah. As the whole thing of Lost and Found, this is basically just a 3-parter. These 3 issues just basically has the Outlaws taking on some group of people. They also have it in the first issue where first Starfire kisses Roy, and then she kisses Jason for some reason. Yep. They fight various other things. They fight something like the Dominators, a little bit of the Mega Men. Well, a version of them anyways. And, yeah. Not much happens in here. Basically, also went to space in these issues. Yeah. It's kind of interesting for what it is, but it's nothing much to write home about when it comes to Red Hood and the Outlaws. Though, this is basically the start of Scott Lobdell's second era with the book that's still going to this very day in the court. These issues came out in 2015, 2014 issues came out. Yeah, these issues came out just prior to Future's End coming out. The Future One shot is actually not in here. Yeah, I'm gonna get this book roughly a I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's pretty decent for what it is. Let's give some final thoughts on Red Hood and the Outlaws Volume 1. This particular run, these 40 issues. Now I'm about to talk about the follow-up series next. My final thoughts on Red Hood and the Outlaws Volume 1. Now the book had 3 writers: Lebdell, James Tim IV, who was on the book very briefly. He was only in the book for about 10 issues, and then he was replaced by Wolf Pfeiffer for a few issues, and then Lebdell comes back. This run basically started off with humongous controversy with the first issue. You see, Jason Todd is probably by far the only competent character Lebdell can write in this series. Arsenal is written to be a whiny prick, and Starfire is written to be like a sex pot. When she first showed up, she apparently was suffering from amnesia for no explained reason, and it was implied that she wanted to sleep, and basically she had sex with Roy Harper just to get him to shut up. And basically implying of the fact that she'll sleep with any guy she comes across. No, seriously, that's what she did in that first issue. And then, like, right after that, we have her and Roy Harper become a couple. Yeah, this is something I did not really expect. Yeah, and this relationship lasted the entire run until, like, toward the end when they broke up. They also have a thing called a Nothing, which went nowhere. We have a woman that apparently that Jason Todd can see. Another storyline that went nowhere. We have something dealing with, like, the Joker, which that leads into basically Tinian's run. We have Blackfire shows up in this series. They have a ship they don't use very much. It pops up a few times in the course of the run. And it was basically just a mess of a run because they kept changing writers. I would say that when Liddell left for the first, it felt as though, I mean, toward the end, it felt like he was going to do something interesting, and then he left, and then James Stave took on board, got some really interesting storytelling out of him, and then Will Pfeiffer came on board, though his issues were actually pretty good for the most part. And then Liddell decided to come back this series for some strange reason. I don't know why I didn't get a chance to ask about this, but I did tell him that his run on the current book is better than this thing was. Because at least he has a pretty good idea what he's doing. Here, it doesn't seem like he doesn't know what to do with Starfire and Arsenal. I mean, he has a pretty good idea what he wants to do with Jason Todd, but not these two characters. Nope. That's simply where it is. Now, I have reviewed already the last show, so that's why I'm giving my final thoughts on this already. So, yeah. It's a pretty decent book. Yes, it's decent. There's some good stuff there, and some bad stuff. I would say the book gets better after the first issue, definitely. But not by much. Alright, next move on to the brief replacement series for Red Hood and the Outlaws. Red Hood / Arsenal. This book contains the first 6 issues of the series, plus their sneak peek issue. Story written by Liddell, but the artwork in here is done by 2 people. Dennis Marotti and Pablo Bottiglia. Yeah, with this particular run, I thought this was really weird. Okay, they changed Arsenal's look. This big, bulky armor. Yes, here's an image of what his armor looks like. I mean, really, what the heck is this? I mean, what was wrong with this outfit here? I mean, this outfit is perfectly fine. It's basically a nod to the classic Speedy outfit, basically sleeveless, but it's a good outfit. I mean, despite the fact, yes, it's sleeveless and he's got tattoos, but it's better than this. And they made his mask freaking huge, and they gave him like this weird armor. Jason Todd, basically, all they did with him for this series when it started up, basically they gave him a little more armor and made him humongously bulkier. Yeah, the whole point of this series is that you have Red Hood and Arsenal just being partners. And this was a series lasting for 13 issues. And fun fact, this is the first series with the name Arsenal on the title where it's an ongoing series. Not a miniseries. Nope, an ongoing. Yeah, because he did have two other series called with his name on it. First was the Arsenal miniseries from 1999 by Devin Grayson. Really awesome miniseries. And I really wish DC would put that damn miniseries in trade. And of course, then you have the Rise of Arsenal miniseries by J.T. Crow from, I think it was like 2009. I think it was. Yes. A run that later led him joining the villains for hire. Yep. With these issues, basically, you just have Red and Arsenal do random things, and of course, running into, I think in these issues they run into the other Batman. Yeah, they also run into the Chappie Batman for a few issues. Yeah, this is the period of time when they have Chat Batman pop up everywhere because why not? And they have a villain called the Underbelly. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, yeah, it's like with the exception of Susie Sue, which is a character that was killed at the start of the start of this run. Yeah, she somehow comes back to sort of like Jason Todd killed this overweight woman. She comes back somehow, teams up with a different guy who Arsenal killed, and then forms an alliance with a bunch of mimes that they fought at the beginning of this run. This is, of course, the next one. Yeah. And then, of course, we also have Joker's daughter who pops up in here. Yes, Joker's daughter. Not kidding about that one. And it seems as though Lobdell had a pretty good idea what to do with her, because apparently no other writer could actually do anything proper with this character. It's like they just, yeah, I know the character's kind of Ann Nocenti, but I don't think she had any idea what to do with her. Yeah. At least they kind of reveal, like, in this run, basically, what the heck she looks like without a freaking mask on. Also, we have it where, at the start of this run, we have Red Hood and Arsenal just teaming up to save some senator and work with some woman who is basically someone who hires people for a mercenary. This lasts for about 2 issues, and then basically Roy Harper spends their money. All they have a business called Rent a Bat. Yes, a business that lasts until the end of the series. Yep. And when they started this, basically, she told them, lose her number. She shows up again at the end of the series. Yep. And, of course, we also have a tie into Robin War in here. Yeah. It's basically what Joker's daughter was up to. It's her becoming part of it. Also shooting Roy Hart back in the head. It's implied she killed him, but nope, she did not kill him. The boat was full of body parts. Yep. And is it just me, or they made Joker's daughter really hot? Like, they made her, like, really sexy. Yeah. They also changed the look of her mask a bit, where it's later shown that it's not sewn into her face, it's actually just tied to her face. And here's the loose lines of villains. Yeah. Let's see. That's Susie Sue on the far left. Yes, this old white woman who's an enemy of Jason Todd, and she gets killed off at the start of the Red Hood and the Outlaws, and then she comes back here somehow. We have these mimes, this woman who basically has got it's got chalk skin, and it's cracking. Yeah, they follow in like a montage via video games for some reason. We have this bulky guy, which basically, the joke basically was like, I have some place to show you. It's like, please not be your bedroom again. Yeah, it was implied these two may have had sex, but thank God we were just implied that, like, I didn't show it. That would have been kind of gross. Yeah. And as for Joker's daughter, now, I don't know why Roy Harper doesn't mention this at all. Like, okay, you want to work with us? Fine. Okay. Yeah. Roy Harper doesn't like your face very much because you have the face of the man who murdered him. I kept hoping they would say that in here and, of course, the following trade. Nope, they never do. Yeah. I mean, if you read these issues, it seems like that Lobdell is just writing these on the fly. It's like, okay, let's just build something up that doesn't go anywhere. Let's have them start a business that doesn't do much of anything except help people. Okay. Have an encounter with Bruce Wayne during the period of time. This was actually post-Endgame before what happened in Batman 50. This, of course, is the previous volume, Batman 50, not the current volume. Yeah, this is just okay. It does get a little bit better with next volume. I'm going to give this book roughly 8 out of 10. It's just okay. Yeah. Excuse me, but You read these issues, and it seems that though that Lobdell has kind of an idea what he's doing here. I mean, Red Hood, he basically has a very good idea what to do with him. For Harper, it's like, okay, he probably wanted to do a solo book for Red Hood, but he just had to use Arsenal for some reason. I don't know. Oh, in case you wonder what happened to Starfire, she got her own solo book. Like, right after this run here ended, right after the volume went ended, she got her own solo book, and it lasted for a good 12 issues before it got canceled. And then she got moved up to Teen Titans, and then she was there for a bit, and then now she's over Just Like Odyssey. But I will reveal exactly what happened to Red Hood and Arsenal with the next trade. When I review the next episode, when I do it. Yeah, so that's it for this particular review. Stay tuned for my reviews of Dragon Ball Super and Boruto. Okay? But to this next view. Bye.